Dave Mason's name is one that resonates deeply within the tapestry of classic rock, a musician whose career has spanned decades, genres, and collaborations with some of the most legendary artists in history. Born on May 10, 1946, in Worcester, England, Mason developed an early love for the guitar and songwriting that would eventually carry him into the heart of the late 1960s music revolution. Though most recognized for his groundbreaking work with the band Traffic, his solo achievements, and collaborations with artists like Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, and George Harrison, Mason also had a short but fascinating stint with Fleetwood Mac, adding yet another chapter to his remarkable musical journey. Mason's rise to fame began with Traffic, the band he co-founded in 1967 alongside Steve Winwood, Jim Capaldi, and Chris Wood. His songwriting talents quickly stood out, penning the classic "Feeling All Right," a song that became a global standard after Joe Cocker's impassioned cover version. With Traffic, Mason showcased an ability to blend rock, folk, soul, and psychedelia, but his restless creative spirit often led him to step away and return to the group at various points. This pattern of movement became something of a hallmark in Mason's career. He was a musical nomad, always searching for new ground. After leaving Traffic, Mason embarked on a successful solo career, releasing acclaimed albums like Alone Together, 1970. Known for its marbleized vinyl pressings and timeless tracks such as Only You Know and I Know, and Look at You, Look at Me, the album cemented his reputation as a distinctive singer-songwriter with a soulful voice and a gift for melody. Throughout the 1970s, Mason toured extensively and released a string of records that built him a loyal fan base, even as he seemed to forever exist on the edge of the mainstream spotlight rather than fully within it. One of the most surprising turns in Mason's career came in 1993, when he briefly joined Fleetwood Mac. By then, Fleetwood Mac had already become one of the most successful and transformative bands in rock history, known for Rumors, Tusk, and the magnetic chemistry of its core members. Mason was invited to join the group during a transitional period, as the band experimented with new lineups in the wake of Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks' departures. His guitar playing, vocal ability, and songwriting pedigree seemed like a natural fit for a band that had always evolved through shifting rosters and sounds. During his time with Fleetwood Mac, Mason contributed to live performances and the band's ongoing efforts to find new direction. While his tenure was relatively short-lived and did not result in a major studio album, his presence within Fleetwood Mac remains an intriguing footnote in both his story and theirs. Mason's ability to adapt, collaborate, and bring his unique style to such a storied group reflected the very qualities that defined his career. Though he was not destined to remain a permanent member of Fleetwood Mac, his association with them further broadened his musical legacy. Beyond Fleetwood Mac, Mason continued to thrive as a solo artist. His collaborations read like a who's who of rock royalty, playing acoustic guitar on Jimi Hendrix's legendary cover of All Along the Watchtower, contributing to George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, and working with Eric Clapton on various projects. Each of these moments underscored his reputation as a consummate collaborator, a musician's musician who added depth and richness wherever he appeared. Today, Dave Mason is celebrated not only for his work with Traffic and his solo career, but also for the sheer breadth of his contributions across rock history. His brief but notable association with Fleetwood Mac highlights his willingness to step into new musical contexts, even when they seemed far from the path most expected of him. His story is ultimately one of versatility, perseverance, and artistic curiosity. Dave Mason's life in music has been about constant movement, never standing still, always embracing new collaborations, new bands, and new stages. From the English countryside to the world's biggest arenas, from Traffic to Fleetwood Mac, his journey embodies the restless spirit of rock and roll itself.